Hello, this is Taylor Wood, your mad scientist and magical experimenter, and today at magicalexperiments.com, and today we're going to wrap up the How I Come Up with Experiments series that I've been doing where I've been talking about the temporal consecration prayers. So I actually did come up with the temporal consecration prayers, and the way that it worked is that I took the drawings that I'd been working on and I just put them in front of me and I meditated on them for a bit and connected with the appropriate archangel, and then I actually put together the temporal consecration prayer. Now I did draw on elements of the spatial consecration prayer that's available through the Sphere of Art by R.J. Stewart, or where it's this particular chants. But of course there were differences. For one thing, I made it all about time. So I'm going to read to you the three temporal consecration prayers and then tell you about an experiment I did using this particular practice so that you can see how it's applied. So the first one is to Sandaphalon, and it's come past of the underworld, come, purify this time and all within with your sacred remembrance, bring with you the cube of memory carried by the yellow-robed ones who mediate the spiritual powers of forgiveness under the mantle of under the mantle of Archangel Sandaphalon and the perpetual spiritual power of compassion. Okay, problem of reading my writing, sometimes it's not easy to read. Savuvial, come, present of the earth, come, purify this time and all within with your sacred presence, and bring with you the cord of time carried by the gray-robed ones who mediate the spiritual powers of here and now under the mantle of Archangel Savuvial and the perpetual spiritual power of the moment. And finally, Metatron. Come, future of the cosmos, come, purify this time and all within with your sacred imagination. Bring with you the crown of consciousness carried by the purple-robed ones who mediate the spiritual powers of insight and ingenuity under the mantle of Archangel Metatron and the perpetual spiritual power of creativity. So I'm going to memorize these chants because that would be good, and I have the spatial consecration prayers memorized, so why not memorize the temporal? So what I ended up doing is I decided to do an experiment. I had a friend who needed some magical work done, and I wanted to help her out, so I offered to do it. A rarity, I might add, so don't try and hit me up. I only do magical work for other people if I happen to really like them and care about them. So anyway, getting back to the matter at hand, what I did is I did the spatial consecration prayer first, and I used the actual drawings that I'd come up with. So I put the drawings in each quadrant, and then I did the spatial consecration prayer to each quadrant. And then I took the drawings I did for the three archangels that I just read aloud, and I put those in specific places, and I did my reading aloud for them. Like I had the one for the past at my feet, I had the one for the future at the top of on the ceiling, and then I had the one for the present kind of right in front of me. I need to work on where the spatial dynamics of these drawings and such will go, and honestly that probably won't happen until I have my own dedicated ritual space. But for the purposes of but one of the nice things about the drawings is I can take them anywhere I want to go and just set it up. And that's one of the reasons why I did the drawings, is I wanted to have these evocation portals there to kind of enhance the actual work I was doing. Anyway, I did those prayers, and then I did my magical working, and what I noticed is I did feel the presence of the other three archangels, and I felt like it brought a needed balance to the spatial consecration prayer, at least for me. So I think it's kind of cool. I plan on eventually publishing those prayers in a book on space-time magic that I will write at some point in the future. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. It's going to be a while, and I have a lot more work to do with these spatial consecration or temporal consecration prayers. But it's fun, and I'm happy to have done this experiment. And I think this just illustrates the importance of when you find a gap in a practice that you're doing, you can either choose to ignore the gap, or you can choose to do something with it and come up with your own solution to it. Now, Now, other people might not agree with that solution or whatever else, but hey, guess what? At the end of the day, it's your magical practice, so you're the one who has to live with that result. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the wrap up of that. I may again do another series like this at some other point in time and talk a little bit about some other experiments, but I just wanted to share this. So if you have comments, feel free to leave them below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click on the dragon. And if you're a pop culture magician, check out the link below to the free ebook on how to 8 tips on how to develop your pop culture magic system. Thanks, and take care, and have a great day.